What's up, y'all? My name's Kobe Wiggins. I'm a shop attendant here. Thanks for listening down in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Yeah, man, like I got involved with this place from being around here, DJing and dancing back in like 2019. Got involved with the owners, Dodie, JD, and Napoleon later on. I met Napoleon when I actually started working here. But pretty much the gang already knew me. But I was just like out of town, different places and stuff like that. So I got in here like last February, man, and I got to see the inner workings of like a tight knit team, people who really appreciate music and cherish this specific format of music, because the way that people interact with music today, it's sometimes it's haphazard. I feel like a lot of people don't even listen to music on purpose anymore, where it's like I'm tuning my ears into this versus this is background noise, So I like the fact that I can be around people and exist in space where the appreciation of music is still at a high regard, because we're not just talking about tones and sounds, we're talking about people's life experiences and put into wax. And if you get into wax, like it's electromagnetic, that's literally transmitting emotions to you. So I picked a couple records that have really touched me in a personal way. I know it's supposed to be top 5, but I'm going top 4 right now. I really like this 4. It feels like a nice complete box, So 4 corners and all that. First record I'm gonna pick up is Gemini In Neutral. This album, man, geez, I spent a lot of time with it, I think I first heard this in 2019, back when I was in college. It was a blissful time, man, and I was first getting into house music deeply. And I believe this was the first album that I actually listened to top to bottom 24/7. Spencer Kinsey is a genius. If you're familiar with him, you know that he will be in the second generation of house music. Kind of like that 91 to mid 90s time, he was around people like Cashmere, Derek Carter. He was on Cashmere, that was the first label he was on. Put out stuff on Peace Straw. What label was this on exactly? Let me see really quick. This came out on Distance, 97. He actually put out 3 albums in 97. In Neutral, Music Hall, and In Falling Lights, which is great. They're all really good. This was the first one that I fell in love with. Unfortunately, this guy disappeared in like 2001 to like mental health reasons and stuff like that, but I really appreciate the music that he created. It'll be something that'll be in my rotation forever, man. It's just good dancing. Really good dancing. Second album pick is going to be George Washington. It's not George Washington. No, man. Grover Washington Jr. Grover Washington Jr. Paradise. This is the first album I fell in love with from my granddad's collection when I took it from him. I didn't take it. I asked for it. He gave it to me. Years later, he's like, why did I ever do that? I'm like, sorry, bro. This was the first album that I heard and I was like, no, jazz. It's just a really, man, it's smooth. It's nice. It's lush, And there's also like some tape editing going on with this album that I feel like I don't hear too much in jazz albums. So it's just like, unless I just don't know the jazz album to listen to. But there's parts of it where it's just like, wow, the fact that they did this little interlude in the middle of a song, you can hear them editing the tape. It's great. The song called Icy up here is so good. And this also introduced me to John Ponte, which is like another fusion guy, and playing like the electric violin and all type of stuff like that. Like this album kind of just feels like ice on, like if you took a rock and slid it across like the Great Lakes in the middle. Like that's what it feels like. It's like, dude, it's great. Yeah, man, that's my second pick, dude. Oh, third pick. I'm gonna go Donald Byrd, Street Lady. This album is known, this album is loved, this album's renowned. The reason why I'm picking this album because I fell in love with it at a particular time in my life. And it's another one of those where I was just listening to it 24/7, but what really sunk it into me was I went to New York for this event, Dwelling. And that was the end of Black History Month. I went to go see Theo Parrish, which honestly, that would be my 5th pick if I had the record. We could add that in there. But I went to go see Theo Parrish, and he played Street Lady. And towards the end of Street Lady, there's like a horn solo And there was a big circle in this club called Nowadays. And when that horn solo came on, I knew it was coming. And I spit around the entire crowd. And I made eye contact with it. Felt like everybody in there. And it was a great moment to experience like music that I usually have in my own little home setup or like my headphones on an amazing sound system.
Yeah.
Like, don't even get me started with sound system out there.
I would love to hear about it. It's pretty epic.
Dude, the sound system at Nowadays is based on the Richard Long. It's the SBS Slammer. It's based on the Richard Long systems at Paradise Garage.
Oh, wow. Really?
So
crazy.
Like, yeah, dude. Like, it's stories of people hearing that SBS Slammer system who heard the original Paradise system and they started crying.
Wow.
They hadn't heard sound. And go there and it's just like, huh. First off, the dance floor is cushioned with sand. It's a wood floor and sand on the floor.
Wow.
It's great. Man,
Crazy.
the speakers are amazing.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But yeah, hearing this on that system, I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, yeah, I'm good. I can go now. This last pick right here is Esperanza Spalding. I believe this album came out in 2021. This is my most recent love right here. You know, it's a really soft album. It's low-key like I'm getting to the lyrics more and more, and it's kind of heartbreaking. Like, yeah, you know, sometimes you listen to music and you haven't heard the lyrics yet, and then you look at the lyrics and you're kind of like, oh my God, why was I connected to this so much? Because there's one song where she's literally just talking about being in a relationship and not knowing truly how to appreciate it and ruining it because you weren't appreciating it. And I was just listening because it sounds like really beautiful. It's like an Andre 3000 type vibe. I was like, oh, this song sounds so happy. And it's like, wait, listen to the lyrics. You know, I listened to the lyrics. I was like, oh, damn, this beautiful song is low-key a really sad song. And this how this album feels. But it's also like feelings of redemption, feelings of girl grief, and feelings of healing. And also, Esperanza Spalding. Drake, why'd you have the disser? Like, dude, like, this is the right, what? She's so nice and kind, and she's just scatting and playing her upright bass, man. So I would urge everyone to go listen to this album. Song Right is Apothecary Lab. I don't know. The name is low-key a little crazy. We're gonna add this like a PS or like not even an honorable mention if half the record would be here.
Sure.
D.L. Parrish, First Floor, Rap Floor. That is the motherfucking jam right there. Yes.
I'll put a little clip in there.
Yeah, throw that in there, please. It's so good.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right. Well, thanks, Kobe. I really appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too.
Cool.